Cosmos froze while monitoring the hospital security screens. Coordinated movement patterns, systematic meeting points, secret signal exchanges. 17 years of Space Force satellite intelligence experience told him this wasn't normal hospital traffic. "This hospital is a foreign intelligence operations center," he murmured, looking at the security monitors. Before we dive into this incredible story, tell us in the comments which city you're watching from today. And if this story moves you, make sure to subscribe because tomorrow I have something very special planned for you. St. Margaret's Medical Center stood as a 12-story testament to modern healthcare in downtown Seattle, its state-of-the-art facilities and international reputation attracting patients from around the world, medical researchers conducting cutting-edge studies, and healthcare professionals who valued both clinical excellence and the kind of discretion that distinguished premier medical institutions. At 11:45 p.m. on a Friday night, the hospital maintained the controlled atmosphere that major medical centers cultivated for providing 24-hour critical care while ensuring patient privacy and operational security. Specialist Cosmos, Radar, Hunter had been working night security at the medical center for 2 years. Ever since he transitioned from his high-classification military career to seek employment that still utilized his observational skills while offering the kind of predictable schedule and reduced stress that civilian security work provided. At 43, he'd found genuine satisfaction in protecting patients and medical staff while applying his systematic approach to monitoring and analysis in a healthcare context. The medical center operated with complex logistics, international patients requiring specialized treatments, visiting medical professionals conducting research collaborations, pharmaceutical representatives coordinating clinical trials, and various support staff maintaining round-the-clock operations that demanded both efficiency and strict confidentiality protocols. Cosmos approached every security shift with methodical precision that supervisors attributed to excellent military training and natural aptitude for surveillance systems management. His monitoring techniques were comprehensive, his incident reporting was detailed, and his ability to identify and resolve security concerns while maintaining patient confidentiality had quickly established him as one of the hospital's most reliable security officers. What supervisors and medical staff didn't realize was that Cosmos's approach to surveillance, pattern recognition, and understanding how different types of activities could be coordinated across multiple locations had been shaped by 17 years as a Space Force satellite intelligence specialist focusing on global surveillance operations and international intelligence gathering for national security applications. His military background had involved monitoring satellite communications, analyzing movement patterns that indicated foreign intelligence activities, coordinating with multiple agencies to track international espionage operations, and understanding how intelligence networks used legitimate facilities as cover for systematic information gathering and operational coordination. Recognizing the difference between normal institutional traffic and systematic intelligence coordination, understanding how foreign operatives established communication networks within civilian facilities, and identifying surveillance activities that suggested organized espionage operations were skills that had been central to his satellite intelligence work. During his first 18 months of hospital security work, Cosmos had monitored thousands of hours of surveillance footage without his intelligence training triggering any particular concerns about the types of activities he observed within the medical facility. However, during recent months, he'd begun noticing patterns in visitor behavior and staff interactions that were activating analytical instincts he'd assumed were dormant. Multiple individuals who claimed to be visiting patients or conducting medical business were displaying movement patterns that Cosmos immediately recognized from his satellite intelligence experience as indicators of systematic coordination rather than typical hospital visits. Their routes through the facility, timing of activities, and interaction methods suggested organized intelligence gathering rather than legitimate medical purposes. More concerning were the communication patterns these individuals employed during their hospital visits. Cosmos's 17 years of monitoring international intelligence operations had taught him to recognize the subtle methods that foreign operatives use to exchange information, coordinate activities, and maintain operational security while appearing to conduct routine civilian business. The timing and frequency of these visits also raised concerns. Multiple individuals were appearing at the hospital according to schedules that suggested systematic coordination rather than medical necessity, and their presence coincided with specific hospital operations that could provide access to sensitive information about patients, research, and institutional operations. Most significantly, Cosmos had observed these individuals conducting activities that appeared to focus on gathering intelligence about hospital security systems, patient information, databases, and communication networks that could be valuable for foreign intelligence services seeking to access American medical data or coordinate espionage operations. The geographic origins and professional backgrounds of these visitors also indicated organizational rather than coincidental patterns. They represented diverse claimed purposes but showed coordination and access that suggested external organization rather than independent medical business. Cosmos began documenting the patterns he was observing while maintaining his routine security duties, applying analytical skills that had been central to his satellite intelligence work but adapting them to civilian circumstances that required careful discretion to avoid alerting potential operatives to counterintelligence interest. The coordination evidence was becoming undeniable. Multiple individuals were using the hospital as a coordination point for systematic intelligence gathering, employing the kind of operational security and communication methods that Cosmos's military training had taught him to associate with professional foreign intelligence operations. More sophisticated was the apparent use of hospital systems and access for intelligence purposes that extended beyond simple information gathering. These operatives were establishing communication networks, coordinating surveillance activities, and conducting systematic intelligence operations that suggested the hospital was serving as a base for organized espionage activities. The security camera footage also revealed coordination between different groups of visitors that indicated comprehensive intelligence operations rather than individual espionage attempts. Multiple networks appeared to be using the hospital simultaneously, suggesting it had been selected as a valuable operational base for foreign intelligence services. Cosmos's satellite intelligence experience had exposed him to numerous cases where foreign intelligence services used civilian facilities as operational bases, and the evidence he was gathering suggested St. Margaret's Medical Center was serving as a sophisticated intelligence coordination hub for multiple foreign espionage networks. The timing of intelligence activities also corresponded with specific hospital operations that would provide access to valuable information, patient databases containing personal information about government officials, medical research that could have national security applications, and communication systems that could be exploited for broader surveillance operations. Most troubling was evidence that the intelligence networks had established systematic access to hospital computer systems, communication networks, and patient information that could be used for espionage operations against American government officials, military personnel, and other individuals whose medical information could be valuable for foreign intelligence purposes. Cosmos realized he was witnessing systematic foreign intelligence operations that required immediate federal intervention. His 17 years of satellite intelligence experience had taught him both the legal obligations and proper protocols for reporting espionage activities while maintaining operational security that wouldn't compromise ongoing counterintelligence investigations. His first concern was national security. Foreign intelligence operations within American medical facilities posed threats to patient privacy, government official security, and sensitive medical research that could have defense applications. This is Cosmos Hunter, former Space Force Satellite Intelligence Specialist Clearance Level TS/SCI, retired 2021, he said when connected to the FBI Counterintelligence Division. I have systematic foreign intelligence operations at medical facility in Seattle. Multiple espionage networks, systematic surveillance, probable international espionage coordination. The response from federal authorities was immediate and comprehensive. FBI Counterintelligence Special Agent Maria Chen coordinated with Cosmos within hours, recognizing both the significance of his observations and the unique expertise he could provide for understanding satellite intelligence methods and international espionage coordination. Cosmos, your Space Force background makes you invaluable for analyzing this intelligence threat, Agent Chen explained during their secure briefing. We need someone with your expertise who has direct access to the espionage activities and can help us understand their coordination methods and operational objectives while maintaining hospital security. Working with active federal agents, Cosmos helped analyze what appeared to be multiple foreign intelligence networks that were using the medical center as a coordination hub for systematic espionage operations targeting American government officials, military personnel, and sensitive medical research with national security implications. Your observations suggest these networks have been developing for over 2 years, Agent Chen told Cosmos during their operational planning. The sophistication of their coordination and the systematic nature of intelligence gathering indicates this is supporting major foreign espionage operations against American national security interests. Cosmos found himself continuing his hospital security work while simultaneously serving as an undercover asset for federal authorities investigating the foreign intelligence networks. His legitimate employment provided perfect cover for monitoring espionage activities, while his satellite intelligence expertise enabled him to analyze coordination patterns that untrained investigators might miss. Your position gives us unprecedented access to foreign intelligence operations and systematic surveillance activities, Agent Chen explained. We need someone who can identify operational methods, track communication patterns, and help us understand the complete espionage network structure without alerting foreign operatives to federal counterintelligence interest. The intelligence gathering phase required Cosmos to balance routine security duties with systematic analysis of espionage evidence while building detailed profiles of the foreign intelligence network's capabilities and objectives. His military training enabled him to recognize patterns and gather evidence without compromising the counterintelligence investigation. Cosmos's analysis revealed that the Seattle hospital espionage operation was more extensive than initially suspected. Multiple foreign intelligence services were using the facility simultaneously, had established sophisticated communication and surveillance networks, and were systematically gathering information about American government officials, military personnel, and sensitive medical research. They're processing intelligence on approximately 200 high-value American targets monthly, Cosmos reported to the investigation team. This includes government officials, military leadership, defense contractors, and researchers involved in projects with national security implications. His satellite intelligence expertise proved crucial for understanding how the networks maintained operational security while conducting systematic espionage, enabling federal authorities to develop comprehensive counterintelligence strategies that could disrupt foreign intelligence operations while protecting American national security interests. The counterintelligence investigation culminated with coordinated operations involving multiple agencies, targeting the foreign intelligence networks that Cosmos's surveillance had helped federal authorities understand and penetrate. The investigation exposed what federal officials described as one of the most significant foreign intelligence operations discovered within American civilian infrastructure. Exceptional work, Agent Chen told Cosmos as the arrests and expulsions occurred. Your expertise and access enabled us to understand foreign intelligence networks in ways that would have been impossible without someone who could recognize systematic espionage coordination and analyze international intelligence operations. The operations resulted in the identification and expulsion of 23 foreign intelligence operatives, the disruption of communication networks that had been gathering intelligence on hundreds of American officials, and the protection of sensitive medical research and patient information that could have compromised national security if accessed by foreign intelligence services. The investigation also revealed that the hospital intelligence networks had been coordinating with similar operations in other American cities, demonstrating the scope of foreign intelligence activities targeting American civilian infrastructure and the importance of early detection and disruption. Your recognition of the espionage coordination patterns prevented foreign intelligence services from continuing to gather systematic intelligence on American government and military leadership. Agent Chen explained during case closure. Without early identification and professional analysis, these espionage networks would have continued expanding their intelligence-gathering operations while threatening American national security. The case received classified attention within intelligence communities due to ongoing counterintelligence implications, but Cosmos returned to legitimate hospital security work while maintaining heightened awareness of potential foreign intelligence activities that might target American medical facilities. Cosmos returned to routine hospital security with new appreciation for how his intelligence background continued to serve national security in unexpected ways. His civilian employment had provided crucial early warning of foreign espionage threats that might have continued undetected without his professional expertise in surveillance analysis and international intelligence recognition. 6 months later, Cosmos had consulted on 2 additional suspected foreign intelligence cases, helped train hospital security professionals in recognizing potential espionage indicators, and had become an informal resource for counterintelligence awareness within American healthcare facilities. People think hospital security is just about protecting patients and medical equipment, Cosmos explained to a confidential briefing of healthcare security professionals. But we're also positioned to recognize when our facilities might be targeted by foreign intelligence services, and we have obligations to protect both patient privacy and national security. His work had demonstrated that foreign intelligence operations often targeted civilian facilities that provided access to sensitive information and operational cover, requiring trained recognition to distinguish between legitimate activities and systematic espionage operations that threatened American security interests. 2 years after the original espionage investigation, Cosmos had helped identify 3 additional suspected foreign intelligence networks that attempted to use healthcare Facilities for operational bases. His satellite intelligence expertise, combined with his legitimate access to facility surveillance systems, made him valuable for detecting and disrupting international espionage activities. His secure phone buzzed with a message from Agent Chen, suspected foreign intelligence coordination identified at medical facilities in Portland. Similar operational patterns to your Seattle case. Available for consultation on surveillance analysis. Cosmos looked at his hospital security monitors, then at the medical community and nation he served and protected through both patient safety and counterintelligence awareness. I'll review the intelligence after shift change, he texted back. Some careers never completely end, they just find new applications and new ways to serve national security. Cosmos Hunter, former Space Force satellite intelligence specialist, current guardian of medical facility security and foreign intelligence prevention, continued his work one monitored screen at a time, one disrupted espionage network at a time, proving that the most important counterintelligence operations often begin when someone knows how to recognize systematic foreign intelligence coordination disguised as routine civilian activities. Sometimes the most crucial espionage detection happens in ordinary hospital security rooms, by people who understand the difference between normal facility traffic and organized foreign intelligence operations designed to gather sensitive information about American officials and national security interests. Have you ever noticed coordination or activities in your workplace that seemed unusual or potentially threatening? Share your observations in the comments below, and tell us what city you're watching from today. If this story of hidden intelligence expertise and national security protection inspired you, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Don't miss the compelling stories appearing on your screen right now. Click to discover more tales of everyday heroes who use their backgrounds to protect communities in unexpected ways. Because sometimes the most important counterintelligence operations begin when someone knows how to recognize foreign espionage activities hiding within legitimate civilian facilities.
See you in the next videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe.